Together, let's embark on a scientific exploration of yoga, where you are the scientist, your heart is the laboratory, and you are the outcome.
Namaste everyone. One of our sessions was on samskaras, how to remove complexities and impurities from our system. Whether you are working or not working, but when you are passing through, even while walking to a market, versus if you are passing through a temple or we are passing through some garden, or you are walking around in a mall, or you happen to visit a funeral place or a hospital. I mean, all these places where you may have nothing to do whatsoever, yet, whether you like it or not, your mind will be affected according to the environment you have been exposed to. Knowingly or unknowingly, we go on like a sponge, absorbing the impacts of the environment. Thought pollutions, feelings of others, emotions of others. All these things, unknowingly we also capture. Imagine many things that happens because of our direct involvement also. Suppose you had an argument with someone, and because of that, how your mind and heart gets impressed. Day after day, when similar thing happens with similar people, then you say, oh no, something is wrong and I am being burdened with so much of so-called garbage. Samskars, just as they can be bad, there are good samskars also. According to yoga, all kinds of samskars, be they good or be they bad, samskars are the seeds for our future. When we have good samskars, we enjoy better future. When we have bad samskars, we have a bad future. When we are a mixture of bag of good and bad, accordingly our life evolves in the future. Yoga has a different approach though. Yoga says, I would like to have zero future life. I don't want to be born again and again. It is the samskars that brings us back. So, be they good or be they bad, they don't serve the ultimate purpose. So, how to get rid of the past baggage of samskars? At the same time, how it is possible not to form samskars? We have already gone through those aspects in details. But when these samskars repeated again and again because of our actions or inactions, they form what we call vrittis. Vritti is a key factor in yoga. When we understand yoga, according to Patanjali, he said yoga means chitta vritti nirodha. Freeing your chit, your consciousness, from all these vrittis, all these tendencies, is the purpose and means called yoga. Now in meditation, and especially through this heartfulness way of cleaning, we are slowly, to the extent we are able to tolerate the absence of samskaras, we go on undergoing this process till our heart is satisfied. Every evening, we sit peacefully, having returned back from our work. Sit for 20 minutes with an idea, with a sankalpa, that all these complexities and impurities are going away from my system. And once we see the unloading of the samskars, you will be feeling so pure, you'll be feeling so simple inside. You'll enjoy this lightness at the end of such cleaning processes. You can also request a preceptor, a trainer of Heartfulness way, so that he can also give you an individual attention, individual training, how to get out of these samskaras. Tendencies, or what we call vrittis, they are the cause of our pravrittis. All our activities are based on our tendencies. And based on our pravrittis, a certain level of prakriti or nature is created within us. And it is because of this continuity of who I am with thoughts and actions and attitudes that defines my prakriti, who I am. Based on that, I am able to weave my destiny, my prarabdha. So, vritti, pravritti, prakriti, and prarabdha, they are all interconnected. So, if we remove these vrittis masterfully, then what happens? Then the prakriti will change. And based on the change of prakriti, you will also further weave a proper prarabdha in life. Another way of understanding the samskara business is conditioning. How we condition ourselves right from our conception, then growing up as a toddler, teenager, and an adult. We are influenced by grandparents' conditioning, parents' conditioning, teachers' conditioning, societal conditioning. Everything affects us. Then one wonders who I really am. If my belief system, my dogmas, my faith is conditioned, then who really am I in this whole process? So I have to get rid of all this conditioning and come to my true self. And this can happen through daily cleaning, and one day we'll realize that yes, it is making sense day by day that I got to uncondition myself and remain absolutely neutral. It is in this neutrality, it is in this state of moderation that we attain peace. And peace has its own consequences, which I would like you all to experience. Now, let's meditate. Please sit with the same comfortable posture you are in, with your attention drawn very gently towards the heart. Think that the source of light which is already present inside my heart is drawing my attention inward. It is pulling my attention inward. If thoughts do arise, just gently remind yourself that we are in meditation, meditating on the source of light. Let us rest our attention in the heart. Feel the longing that is there in the heart to be one and the highest one can be. Call upon this deepest self for guidance. Try to go deeper within. Once this process of meditation is over, I will say that's all. That is when you open your eyes. So let's meditate. That's all. We have some questions. I'll try my best to answer them. Well, this question is from Kashish, Jaipur. It's all about how to deal with abuses. Well, it's tough. It's difficult to forget. You can easily forgive individuals, but difficult to forget all those things that has really trapped you, made you lose your real freedom, make you feel awkward, make you feel ashamed at times. So, we'll have to develop a bigger heart, I think, and let go of all that. How long would you want to carry this toxin in your heart? If you have an opportunity of not to meet these individuals ever again in your life, be happy. But that is also not going to solve a problem, because the scar is in your heart. No matter where you go, it will be there. Do you want to walk around forever showing to everybody how you've been treated? That's ugly. So, dear Kashish, pray to God, seek His help and say, look, this was beyond my control. I can't forget it, but at least God help me forgive the individual so that I can heal myself and can move on further. Heartfulness cleaning will certainly help. Try it. Call a preceptor, call one of the trainers via this HeartSap and take 1 or 2 sessions. And in short period, you will see that this trauma is no longer there with you. It will be gone by then. So please try. Yes, the second question is on love and relationship. I've always been traumatized by this failure in love, and I don't know how to expect any more love from anyone. This is a question from Kavita, Allahabad. Well, it seems to be a disease, and more than a disease, it has become an epidemic here. It's affecting more youth today than it has ever been. So, failure in love and punishing oneself that, oh, I shall never love anyone ever again. Whom are you punishing? Somebody betrayed you. But why do you want to punish yourself? It was somebody who did not behave properly and made you the scapegoat and say, I'm not going to marry you, or our relationship ends. But should that stop you when someone really, really loving approaches you and you also seem to be loving that person? But if you remind yourself that, oh, I was betrayed once, I should not fall in love again, then the love that flows in your heart will remain clogged forever. It's like a flowing river that's no longer flowing. What will happen to that? Water will start stinking. The flow of love will also stop from your heart, and you will somehow punish yourself forever. So, love actually never fails. Somewhere along, we have misunderstood that it was love. But in true love, there is no failure. Unfortunately, whenever we have this so-called feeling that, oh, I love so-and-so, or so-and-so loves me so much, it blinds us. It blinds us so much that we don't see the very apparent which others people are seeing, that this boy or this girl is always like this, taking advantage. Yet in that state of so-called love, one becomes blind. That's why it's called blind love. Love is blind. All your wisdom disappears. So before falling in love with someone, I think if you are still alert and awake at that time. Analyze. Under most circumstances, I tell you, be very friendly with your parents especially and share everything that you have to. Take their guidance. Don't think them to be too orthodox and that they don't know it. They have led a life. They have also gone through all this. They can tell you all kinds of things from their experience. They also found failures. They also found the success. They are experienced advisor. Follow their guidance. And ultimately meditate and follow your heart and see and listen to your voice of your heart. Let heart guide you. After debating with your parents, debating with your friends, debating within yourself, finally conclude. I would like to thank all the participants of Yoga for Unity and Well-Being 100 Days towards the International Day of Yoga 2021. Among these are Swami Swarupananda, head of Chinmaya Mission, and Swamini Vimalananda, director of Chinmaya Mission, Coimbatore. Dr. Pankaj Mittal, the General Secretary of the Association of Indian Universities. Thank you for joining us this week. Namaste.